So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start the wheat farm as soon as possible, because these farms take a while for this stuff to grow, and we really need that straw. We want to be making not just straw beds, but the straw is also used in making actual beds, the much better beds. And when they have better beds to sleep in, they don't need as much sleep. They can work longer. Right now, they're just dying. They're just falling asleep in the dirt where they're working, and that's no good. And I think we have some leeway. I could put down a bed or two. And maybe we'll go ahead and do that so at least a couple can get some sleep from time to time. Let's see, we want furniture, straw bed, and yes it is, it's 2 straw. So for now I'm only going to make 2, and we're not going crazy on the workshops just yet, so I'm actually just going to drop these down in here. Something like that. Now they're going to have to grab wheat to make these and get those set up, but eventually we'll get rid of those and kind of make like sleeping quarters somewhere. Probably off of this food area, so that they kind of all come into the same place. Okay, now obviously we're missing some food here, and it's not like we had room in the crates, but what's happening is they're kind of going through this, they're eating it, right? Our food and drink aren't too bad right now, so that's cool. Not too much to concern ourselves with. There you go, we got a straw bed made. Looks like somebody is about to make the other one. That's green. Very cool. We have strawberries kind of coming in at this point. You can see them actually popping up while we're staring at them. Very cool. All in all, I think we are off to a pretty good start. It took some digging around to find the stone, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. That's just how it goes. Now what I want to do is, because we actually have room in here, I am going to do a forage. I'm pretty sure, I kind of forget this each time, pretty sure we can actually forage the trees themselves. I don't think you have to do like take the clippings or anything. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just get that started. And this is kind of driving me crazy. If I go up, you can see the apple through the stairway. It's driving me a little nuts. It's because I wrapped the designated area around the step there, but I'm going to try not to let that bother me too much. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and pause time because we've got these workbenches done. We need to kind of get this stuff set up. You can see the stone blocks are coming in. That's great. He made his 8 and stopped. That's all we told him to do. That's totally cool. We're going to leave that. Let's jump in here, because one of the things we know we need to do is we need to make a saw blade. And right now that takes 1 block. Let's do that. And right away it lights up green, so we know he's going to get started on it very soon. So the next thing we want to do is probably, let's see, we're going to pause this. And I want to take down this crude workbench. Fortunately, when you deconstruct it, you get the materials. So let's do that. He's going to break that down. And we immediately pause that. And we are now going to build the wood sawmill. Sure. Look at that. 1, 1, 1. Excellent. Rotate that guy, place it right there, and it's green. They're going to start right away building that. And that really sets us up. This is kind of the beginning, I guess, for me. In doing this a couple times, I thought, you know, this is kind of where things start. This is like, okay, game on. We've got the 4 kind of initial workbenches. So from here we kind of have some room to decide. If I actually go into workshop, you can see there's a number of them here. I have not made like most of these yet. I've made a few to just experiment, but that's about it. I mean, one of the first ones we might do is the furnace. No, not the furnace, the forge, because we can take the copper that we have there and start making bars, and those are going to be important. So this is something that we can start to get out of the way. Now the forge takes some things. You know, we're going to have to make a mold, a hearth, and bellows. And of course I'm going to have to decide then where to put it. I hit X intentionally. I'm not going to actually build it just yet, because I think I'm going to want to plan this out a little bit more, you know, about where this is going to go. I may dig out some areas in here and for some of that stuff. I think we're going to widen this area. I've left these kind of 2 lanes around here, but I think we might open this up quite a bit more. Of course, I do have the dirt in the way here. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get this kind of digging right now, because right now, if I recall correctly, the miners have nothing to do. So we're going to kind of widen this whole thing by 3 all the way around, except the dirt area. something like this ought to work. Get them cranking. And of course, they'll start filling that dirt in there. You can see right away they're like, oh, there's dirt. Let's move it. Hut, 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 hut. Very cool. Now, at some point in the future, I don't think it's in the too distant future, we're going to get some more gnomes. I don't know. Maybe we still have a wait to go. And I've seen anywhere between, I think, 2 and like 4 come in. I guess it's kind of random. So anyway, once we get some more in, that would be great. The more the merrier. Of course, the more we have to feed. So that becomes a problem. Of course, you see up at the top left, we're now at 132 food. I think we were around 80 before, but we went out and foraged, right? We've got oranges, we got strawberries coming in, that kind of stuff. So yeah, we got oranges all up in here. So anyway, that's very cool. And speaking of which, I really, really do like to get some storage going. So let's look at the carpenter real quick. Cool, he's got nothing. Let's go ahead and start queuing some crates up. Any planks. So we're going to go ahead and craft one. And this is another thing I do sometimes. Sometimes I want a couple immediately. And then what I'm going to do is tell him to always have one on hand. So I know I can right click, build, crate, and know that one is going to come over pretty quickly. There's not usually cases where I'm like, oh, I want to build like 3 at a time. So I just want to make sure that one is kind of always on hand. So I think that's a good setup right there. That'll make 3 to use right away. Well, 4 really. If I use that 4th one, he'll go ahead and make another one for me. Keep spitting them out. You can see one right there. He's already made one and just kind of set it up. He used the planks. We're out of planks now, so guy is going to have to come back in here. In fact, we replaced the crude workbench, so there's no planks being made right now. Let's fix that. And once again, we're going to ramp this up. We'll go 6. Do it. Okay. So there you go, green. He's going to start making planks. Once those are in, he'll start making the next crate. Things are excellent. And what I'm going to do is we're going to come down here and we are going to build... let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to build the storage crate. And the game wants to save. It's a good thing. I have heard of people having the game crash. That is not something that's happened to me yet, but apparently that's happened to others. Okay, so he's coming down here building the crate, and then once that happens, yes, look at that. He's going to start filling that up. Very cool. A lot more room, and then that means that we can start bringing down more of these strawberries. And there you go. Crate was made, so here they come, like busy ants. Running out here and picking everything up. Very cool. Filling in the stockpile area, probably because the crate is full. Yes, it is. But once again, we could put another one down. We do have him making more. Of course, he's got to wait for those planks, but... So this is kind of a thing, cranking out planks, this guy's cranking out crates. Right now that's okay because we don't have any other workbenches queued up, so that's an okay thing, that's fine to keep that going. But we do want to start getting some other stuff out here. I do want to get the forge out here so we can start melting down these into bars and everything. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little planning. I'm going to kind of think about this a minute about where I want to put things, and then we'll start putting some plans in motion. Okay, as you can see, we're back up top now. I wanted to get a few things squared away up here. One of those being, I want to forage some of this stuff and kind of clear it out. So we're going to select forage and go after these strawberries, go after this cotton up here, and we might as well hit those trees up as well. Just add a few more tasks up here, make sure we have people with things to do. And yeah, we're going to drop back down below. Now top left you can see I've arranged some of the tracking of items now. I want to start tracking coal and the metal ore and things of that nature. Now I put in here, you'll see over at the far left, a forge. And so we're going to get that crafted. We got a few materials that are going to need to be built, let's see, here at the stonemason, and then some built over at the carpenter, or one item built over at the carpenter. In fact, we can come in here and select and see. These are the 3 things we need made. So anyway, those are going to get set up. We'll go ahead and start time. The other thing I did was I set up a stockpile area right here. That's highlighted blue. This is basically going to be for bars. So I just kind of set this up for now. Once the forge gets set up, then they'll start taking this copper ore and turning it into bars. We'll probably have some kind of limit, you know, make sure that there's 6 made at given time, similar to what we do right here with stone blocks and over here with the planks. So anyway, that's the plan. That's the plan so far. At least that's as far as I figured out here. So let's see. We're going to go down here. Now, one of the things I noticed, let me speed time up a little bit more. Actually, you know what? Let's go slow. We'll let it go, but I want to kind of look into some things here. One of the things I noticed in the designate area was that there's actually a dormitory here. Now, previously, what I had done in my experiments was kind of set up rooms, and then I set up the beds and everything, and they'll go use them. But I noticed this and thought, oh, I probably should designate that area. Will probably help. In one of the other areas, or one of the other worlds I did, you know, I actually got and made nice beds, not the straw beds. And that was doing better for them. But I'm assuming that this is even better to kind of designate that area. Maybe it helps them even more, I'm not sure. And let's see. Oh, so this provides better sleep. So look at this. Interesting. So I'll skip right over it. Provides better sleep and increases happiness. Excellent. So we're going to have to set some of these things up. Like I said, I've been really focused on some of these first guys here, and I had just noticed. I was like, oh, dormitory. Cool. We're going to have to check that out. So I guess you use dormitory for one big room with a lot of beds, but personal quarters are even better. So I was essentially previously setting up personal quarters, and by that I mean 3x3 rooms with individual beds, but I was not designating them as an actual personal quarter. So apparently I'm kind of answering my own question. It probably would have done better to do this. But anyway, we're going to get to that. Now, one of the things we are going to look at is right here we've got the food, and above it we've kind of got our hub. So I'm thinking that we're going to have the sleeping quarters be in this area here. So we'll probably take one of these offshoots, maybe this guy here, and go ahead and mine this out, because I really want to get started on that. Even if I'm just going to start with straw beds and then replace those, I want to get this rolling. So something like this, and I may cancel the job on some of this. I just kind of want to see how this gets laid out. I want to keep them as close to the stairs as possible. It looks like I'm not going to be able to do this, right? There's going to be some overlap. So let's see. I could do it. I could do that. Let's cancel this job like this. Not exactly what I was looking for there. Let's just go ahead and, whoops. Sometimes I drag like that. I expect to have to hold to drag it. Yeah, let's, I could do it right off of here like this. And they don't actually tell you that they have to be a certain size, at least nowhere that I've seen. So I don't think they have to be all that big. Okay, let's try this again. Something like this. But I like the idea of having a little bit of room. I don't want to kind of crowd them or anything. Let's see, that would let us do, yeah. I mean, that lets us do something like this with no overlap. So we can get, let's see, it'd be 2, 4, 6. We could get 8 of these sleeping quarters right here next to the stairs, which is pretty cool. Essentially, the less movement they have to make, the better. Much more efficient, and can get a lot more stuff done. That's kind of the name of the game. It seems to be. Even the workshops that you set up have kind of an efficiency percentage. So anyway, I think this will work pretty good. We could even go in here and add a little bit more space. Actually, you know, yeah, you could do something like this. Maybe we'll just. Oh, I did it 4 wide. That's why. That's why that works that way. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could do that. We're starting to make these kind of big, though. Let's just go all the way around on this and take a peek. Huh. Let's see. See, something like that, I guess, could work. See, it has to be 4 wide, essentially, at least in this area. I don't know, should I be generous? We've got all this space, right? We have all the room in the world to make this happen. So anyway, something like that. I think that's kind of cool. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and let time go. They'll get down and dig this out. like I said, I do want to get this started. Now, technically, do I need 8? No, they don't all sleep at the same time. Usually, you know, I think the most I've seen is 4 or 5, you know, at a time. But, you know, we'll kind of account for growth, and, you know, they're here. They're looking to do stuff. They're looking to they're looking to dig. At least the miners are, anyway. So cool. We're gonna get this cleared out, and they're gonna dig out all that dirt. I think I will go ahead and designate this area right now as personal quarters. So, oh, look at this. We get very specific with it. I did not know that. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess let's go ahead and do this. We'll start at the top here. We've got Angel's room here. Alrighty. Ooh, was that because there was overlap? Why did that happen? It looks like it is. Okay, we want to remove designation. Yeah, remove the whole thing. Okay, well, that works like the other stuff does, I suppose. Let's see, let's bring the walls down here. Okay, so this is Angel's room. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and like drag some additional area, but for now we'll start with the 3x3. So you have Angel, there's Karen's room. We're just going to go right on down the list. Nathan's room. Who do we have next? Hank. I don't know if that's pronounced Hank anyway, but probably not. So I will keep saying Hank. Mr. Maceris, your room is ready. We got Tom Heist. Alrighty, let's see. Knocks in, and then I think we actually have 8, so this actually works out. No, we have one more. There's Miles the Lazy. That's actually kind of cool. It puts a 1 by it, like they've already got one of these. So that'll be Miles' room, and then we're going to go ahead and pause this and dig out one more room. Doesn't really matter where this is. We're going to do pretty much a similar layout. Interesting. I guess I could do that here. From here out, I guess I could just do them this way. This one, over here, there was kind of a little bit of overlap, so I had to kind of get a little weird with it, but I guess this works. And in fact, we'll just go ahead and dig these 2 out right here. Let's see. Okay, finally, coconut sales. So there's the rooms all designated. This is going to be the personal quarters, so that'll work pretty well, I think. And then, of course, I'm going to go in here and, like I said, add to these areas, just in case the number of spaces kind of helps with their happiness. And, of course, the last room out there isn't going to have this additional space, but that's okay. These are the luxury suites right here. They have a little bit more living space. Okay, cool. There we go. We are now accounting for this stuff. Now, I should get down here and get some lights going and everything, but that's gonna kind of put our carpenter on the spot. Well, I guess he's actually down to working on crates now, and he actually already has one made. So interesting. Although we don't have coal. I believe we need that. Let's see. Torch. Yeah, we don't have coal. So that's going to be a thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause it. You can see we actually have the forge set up here. So let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, that's right. That's right. You have to have coal. So if we scroll down here, let's kind of go down and look at the mining. Bring up the walls. We didn't find any coal here. We don't have any here. Basically, it looks like these stone walls, except more cracked on the top. They kind of look a little darker. I think we ran into some when we looked over here. I think as we kind of scrolled down through here, I saw some. But yeah, here's some right here. But that's obviously pretty far down. We're going to have to try to run into some up top. And of course, the other option is you can actually set up a furnace, and that will burn wood to create coal. So we'll do that as kind of a last-ditch thing if we need to. But for now, what we'll do is, because this is at the -6 depth, it's the relatively safe level, we're going to go ahead and just mine more of this out. See if we can't just run across some. That would be handy if we just kind of found some on this level. Don't know that we'll get that lucky, but we'll see. Okay, let's go up top real quick. It looks like they've already taken the strawberries out, and the apples are down as well. Probably have brought those in and have just run out of room here. Let's go ahead and build the crate that's available right now. There's 2 available, in fact. And we'll just stick that along the wall. Should I put another one in here? I guess I could. Let's just do that, since there is 2. And again, since we took the one from up here, he should come up here and make a new one to replace the one that got used. He may even be doing that right now, having grabbed up the planks. Yep, there it is. So we've got another another crate available. And as you can see, this area got totally cleaned up. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to experiment really quick. I don't remember if the ore could be stored in a crate, but we're going to go ahead and give it a whirl and see if that's the case. And of course, if not, we can deconstruct it and then move it. So what we just had happen here, the game actually paused and kicked us out here because we have this honey badger. It's kind of like, danger, you have a danger nearby. So we do have a honey badger, and I believe they will attack. And that's why they actually pause and kind of bring you out and show you that creature. I'm going to actually start time kind of slow here. Looks like he might wander away. Yeah, so we're not going to worry too much about that. That's cool. We'll speed this back up. Pretty much when enemies get spotted like that, the game is going to pause and point it out to you. Okay, and here you can see the crate got made, but none of the copper ore went in there, so it definitely doesn't work to store that. We're going to go ahead and deconstruct this. And let's see, that's going to essentially leave it open. Let's go ahead and experiment with the stone, because that's another thing I'm not sure of, if the crate actually will work for the stone. Let's see, we'll just put it down in this corner. We'll see if somebody wants to immediately come break that down. It's not looking like it. People, oh, there you go. I was going to say people could be sleeping, but... oh, did you break that down? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what it looks like when it's actually sitting there. So this went, and let's see. We can click it, and no. Nothing's being moved into this. None of the stone or the block, so... we'll go ahead and deconstruct this guy as well. And probably what we'll do is we'll move it over here to the wood, because we definitely have this filled up. Probably use both of them. And we'll put them along this side. Now this is a cool thing. You can put them right on top. Like if there's logs on the ground already, no biggie. It's all good. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to move those over. And then what's cool is they're going to basically start cleaning this wood up that's here, really kind of start stacking it into the crates at some point. And then that means that they'll be able to start pulling this stuff from out here down. There you go. Sweet. Oh, it's so much cleaner. It's unfortunate we can't stack the ore, but that's okay. Once we start cranking it into bars, we'll basically be storing bars, and if need be, I don't remember if the bars can be stacked at all into anything. Probably not, but anyway, we can just add more stockpile area if that is the case. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause this real quick. What I did, I'm trying to remember where I did those now. Oh, they're right here. They're sleeping on them. I was gonna say I had these straw beds already. We'll let time go. Let these guys sleep and get off. We'll deconstruct these beds and then we'll move them down below. Right now, if we check over on the upper left, we're doing pretty good on straw. It was 31, it just now went to 32. When I was looking at this earlier, I think we were at 12. So right now we actually have some straw available. We'll break these down and then we'll go reconstruct them into 2 of the rooms down here and then probably build a couple more. In fact, we can actually go ahead and start doing some of that right now. Just straw bed. And let's see. We'll just put these kind of right inside the door. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do 3. And are they done with these? No. Hurry up. I want to break your beds down. I need them. Let's see. Let's jump in here real quick. Did I set this up? Oh, we needed the coal. That's right. That is right. I was like, come on, start making the bars. That means we must not have had luck down here. Let's go look. No. No luck. Alrighty, we're gonna try a little bit more. Maybe we'll start branching this out a bit. Man, I hope there's not going to be enemies that spawn on this level. Pretty sure I read, once again, that doesn't start happening until you get down to -7, but who knows? That could be some bad info. We'd find out at some point. It probably wouldn't go well for us.